So I'm a Scorpio moon. And as a Scorpio moon, I live in my emotions. And it makes me, well, I'm going to speak on all of us, it makes us appear to others as very secretive and guarded. Well, I know I definitely am. But it's really just a form of self-protection. Because I learned at a young age, like many of us do, that I cannot just give access to me to any and everyone, especially my inner world. You feel me? Because we naturally read energy. We naturally read energy and read the motives of other motherfuckers. And again, like I said, I feel everything deeply. So I despise surface level relationships and surface level conversations because I like to go deep, bitch. I like to go deep like how y'all be wanting to feel them niggas. Yeah, that deep, but deeper. You feel me? But now, don't get me wrong. I'm not like the Scorpio moons where they say, oh, they test your loyalty or they set traps. I don't do all of that. I just read the undercurrents. The undercurrents, which is your intentions. Because your intentions is going to tell me everything I need to know. It's your intentions is the root of everything. So bitch, I can tell when you lying to your damn self. But also, I be craving depth. I be craving depth so bad, but I don't want to feel betrayed because if I feel betrayed, bitch, it's gonna be horrible. Not just for me, but for you too. Because again, remember I said I feel everything. So that Scorpio moon is gonna amplify the feeling of betrayal. I'm gonna leave it at that. And then not to mention, and also to mention, I value emotional loyalty and loyalty overall. So feeling betrayed is, oh, but also, Scorpio is death and rebirth. So I sit in my emotions. I live in my emotions. I have to actually sit with them to process what's going on. Because you can't heal anything until you feel it. So you got to feel it in order to be able to transmute it. And then you have to alchemize it to heal it. That's why Scorpio moons who, I don't want to say heal Scorpio moons because you ain't never going to be done healing. So I'm going to just say mature. I don't know what to call it, but Scorpio moons could make great healers or great therapists, counselors, because in order to understand pain, you gotta have went through some pain yourself. Because how the fuck else is you gonna relate to other people? Like, that's a whole nother subject for a different video. But also to mention that Scorpio is a water sign. So in order to stay regulated, we got to let the emotions flow. Emotions are just energy in motion. So we have to let that shit flow in order to stay regulated. There's just like any body of water, it has to flow. Because let's say like if there's a river, well, a dam or a creek and the shit gets blocked with some trees or something, what's going to happen to the water? It's going to get very murky. It's going to get very filthy. And that shit just going to pile up. And then it's going to start seeping out wherever the fuck it can. And then until it just eventually busts and everything just going to come rushing out. That's how it is with our emotions. We cannot hold everything in. We can't just let shit sit in there. Because if we do and it finally explodes, it's going to be shit everywhere. What that man said on Dumb and Dumber. It's shit everywhere. It's shit on the walls. It's shit on my windows. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. So we have to let our emotions flow. And you know what's crazy is I used to despise having a Scorpio moon when I was younger. And just coming into astrology, learning about it. But it's only because, you know, I believe it was my moon and my sun being conflicted because my sun and my rising are fire signs. I'm an Aries sun and a Sagittarius rising. So when I would be in my emotions all the time, my sun would be trying to check that shit at the door. Like, bitches, you cool? But my moon, that shit it's gonna do what it wants. But now that I understand it, And now that I work with it, I've come to understand that having Scorpio moon is powerful as fuck. That shit is powerful as fuck. And not to mention, it's really one of my greatest powers because it's one of the reasons why my intuition is so motherfucking raw. Not to mention, I got Pluto in the 12th house. Pluto Scorpio. Well, Pluto is a generational planet, so a lot of people around my age have Pluto and Scorpio. But that's a whole nother story too. Because if you want to talk about some motherfucking transformation, transforming, alchemizing, transmutation, whatever you want to call it, bitch, I know about that shit.